In today's edition of Who Them? No Way! 30-year-old Kidane Haile has been arrested in Buffalo after firefighters responded to a call about a blazing inferno on Norwood Avenue. Ooh? Him? No way. According to the New York Post, People magazine, and BTPM, Hale's 29-year-old girlfriend, Kathleen Katie Carrig, and their 4-day-old son, Noah, were found inside the smoky home, unresponsive. As a special added bonus, boyfriend and father of the year Kidane, clearly a rational fellow, and a credit to the beautiful United States of America, had strangled the innocent young lady just beginning her life and her new journey into motherhood prior to setting the blaze. As this absolute horror continued to unfold, both Katie and Noah were pronounced dead at the scene. In further tragic news, Kidane was rescued from the fire he started, as he wound up spending several days of treatment for smoke inhalation in a local hospital. I am sure the responding firefighters, police officers, and detectives agree with me when I say I am very sorry that their jobs entailed saving, let alone touching, this absolute piece of human filth, though I am curious if the smell of the smoke could mask the scent of his no doubt rank and unshowered body, likely spared of any and all deodorants, soap, or colognes. As the tragedy becomes a comic tragedy, Haile was released from the hospital and booked on, one count? One count of second degree. Second-degree murder? Jesus Christ. Second-degree murder, for those of you who don't know, means malicious intent without premeditation. There is always an argument for how much time can distinguish between premeditation and in the heat of passion, that sort of thing. But this reeks of premeditation to me, and anyone else with common sense. This guy knew what he was going to do to that young lady, the woman who loved and trusted him, and their newborn child, robbed of his chance at life. The medical examiner ruled that Carrig died of homicide caused by asphyxia due to strangulation. So apparently, according to the ME, she was dead before the fire got to her, which is a small blessing, I suppose. The cause of the death of the innocent newborn has not been determined yet, although authorities expect further charges to be filed. Okay, so at least there is that. Getting charges even filed is one level of difficulty these days, followed by how unscrupulous and bleeding heart retarded their lawyer is, followed by, can you even get a competent jury who will see beyond any personal prejudices or racial preferences, followed by, is the judge an instrument of the people, or is he an instrument of Satan? The New York Post makes me laugh. Journalism has clearly suffered these days, but that happens when you pass every kid, even the really stupid ones, to the next grade, no matter what their academic performance is. Hell, no matter if they can read, write, or communicate, get them right out of school so we can get them a CDL in California. But anyways, the Post's writer here calls him the alleged heartless maniac. Firstly, where are these allegations exactly? And secondly, you can remove the useless word alleged here. He is a heartless son of a bitch. Maniac denotes a mania or a mental illness, but that isn't the case here. This piece of shit just had no respect for human life, even the lives of those closest to him, even a life he helped create. The good news continues, as this light among us all worked as a financial aid advisor at the University of Buffalo. I wonder if an investigation into this and into his past will confirm he was the best qualified candidate for this job and best qualified to be working with and advising young men and women in the privacy of his office. Maybe he was, but in that case, he was educated and somewhat civilized. He wasn't a barbarian from a cave, so it's not like he didn't know choking your girl to death and lighting your house on fire to kill yourself and your baby along with her would be frowned upon. That excuse is tried sometimes. Well, they don't understand the culture. This is usually invoked when a woman is beaten, a daughter is honor-killed, or an old smelly creep tries to trap a teenage girl in a stairwell. But you don't understand. That's just how they do things in their culture. Oh yeah? Well, they need to get the fuck out. And please do not import someone who doesn't understand politeness to thy neighbor, the very basics of hygiene, or that it isn't cool to strangle a mother who recently gave birth, or gang SA a preteen in the dark corner of a park. Back to the story, not to worry though, as the University of Buffalo, although they did not immediately respond for comment, they did explain to the Post that they have a robust disciplinary process in place to address instances where an employee may have engaged in criminal activity. Oh, cool. Well, we are all good then. Kidane is no longer allowed in the faculty lounge. In a sign that these horrific crimes did not take place in Philadelphia, Haile was held without bail. Haile faces a maximum sentence of 25 years to life in prison if convicted, the DA's office said. And to me, what that says is, those are the maximum terms for the second-degree murder charge. He will likely be charged for the murder of the infant as well, which of course should have special punishments in the jail basement, but unfortunately does not. If we did believe in true, real justice, though, this absolute cowardly waste of blood, bone, and breath would never become a burden to the taxpayers, and he would be taken care of swiftly and disposed of with the least possible fuss. Katie Carrig is survived by her parents, sister, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends. Our deepest sympathies are with them, and may justice be served swiftly, whether it's in the courtroom, the prison, or he has an accident while tarring the roof of one of the jail's buildings. This has been Who, Them, No Way, with many more to come. I was thinking about daily releases, but the number of articles and news stories that come out, and are absolutely no fucking surprise to any of us utilizing logic, it's absolutely insane. So let's say check back for daily updates, and maybe a few a day. They won't all be murders. That's just how it happened to play out this evening. Thank you for listening. My best to you and yours. Keep yourself and your family safe in this incredibly turbulent and dangerous era. There are better days ahead for all of us, as long as we take care of our own and watch out for the people next to us. Have a peaceful night.